Make sure you look when your frees are in your timetable and look what's around your frees. Decide where you're going to study. It's using time productively. You want to go into your free period or study session knowing what you want to do. Some people like to study with other people, some people like to study on their own, because there's nothing more annoying than when you go to the IT room and there's a big group of people sat in the corner, eating, talking, and you just want to say, shut up. Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. I do hope you are all well. Let me know how you're doing in the comments down below. For today's video, we are going to be discussing how you can use your frees at sixth form or college productively. You have free periods, study periods, I don't know what you call them. You have those periods on your timetable to use for studying. Depending on which sixth form or college you go to, they might actually just have study periods, or they might just put them as free periods. But it's very, very important that you use those free periods productively. For anybody that doesn't know, my name is Harry Surplus. I am 18 years old and I am about to start university. I did A-level maths, further maths and drama, and I should have sat my exams in summer 2020. I did manage to do my A-level maths in a year, so I did my A-level maths in 2019, and then I just wasn't able to do further maths and drama because of the pandemic. In the end, I did come out with 2 A's and an A star, the A star being in drama, so I am quite good at giving good advice out, so keep on watching the video. The first tip I can give out is, well, it seems quite obvious really, but know when your free periods are. It's important to know when they are and where they come up on your timetable, what days you have them, so that you can plan ahead. On my timetable at college, I had free periods and I also had study periods. The study periods were labelled study, and that's when the college kind of expected you to study. Make sure you look when your frees are in your timetable and look what's around your frees. Have a look at the lesson that you had before and have a look at the lesson that you have next. So again, you can plan ahead. If you have, for example, English before a free period, you could use that free period after the English lesson to carry on with your English work. It's all about using your time effectively and then being productive. If you know that you have drama after a free period or any subject that you do, and you didn't manage to do some homework at home, you can use that free period before the lesson to do as much of that homework as possible. I'm going to repeat. It's using time productively. My second tip kind of links into the first one, and I mentioned it just then, but plan ahead what you're going to do. It's really not a good idea just to think, oh, you know what, I've got a few lessons today and then I'm going to do some work. Because you're just going to do the lessons and then not do the work outside of your lessons. You want to go into your free period or study session knowing what you want to do, because you will get a task done. You won't do a little bit of every task. Let's say you've got 5 pieces of homework. You won't get half of all those 5 pieces of homework done. You might just get 1 completed, and that's so much better than doing a little bit here and there. In my opinion anyway. The third tip I can give to you is decide where you're going to study. An environment can have such a big deal on how well you actually revise and how productive you are. So make sure you know where you can study and decide where is best for you to study. At the start of the day, have a think about the different study areas at your college or sixth form. Think about what work you're going to be doing. Are you going to need a laptop? Are you going to need a computer? And you're going to need some textbooks, whatever. Make sure you're in a room that has those, or if you're not, get them beforehand and then go ahead and study at the place you want to be studying. But if you don't know where you want to study, try different places out. Teachers' classrooms. Do you want to study outside on a bench? Do you like studying in a busy area where there's lots of noise? Personally, I don't, so I chose the library or my teacher's classroom. But if you do, then think about, would you like to study in the canteen? Where are you going to get most work done will impact where you choose to study. Tip number 4 is to decide where... No, it's not. Tip number 4 is to decide who you want to study with. Some people like to study with other people, some people like to study on their own. If you find yourself getting distracted when you're around other people, it's probably best that you go to the library or you go to a silent classroom or somewhere like that so you can get your head down and work. But if you're most productive with other people and you like a busy environment to study in, then plan ahead and find some people that are free at the same time as you and maybe are doing similar work to you. That way you can motivate each other, you can keep each other going, and you've just got a little bit of company and you're not on your own. If you like to study on your own, then make sure you know the spaces that are available. You know where the library is, you know where the classroom is, you know the spaces that people go to when they want to study on their own. Because there's nothing more annoying than when you go to the IT room and there's a big group of people sat in the corner, eating, talking, and you just want to say, "Shut up." I've said it many times in this video already, but make the right choices so that you can be productive. Tip number 5 is to set a goal for yourself. If you have a lot of work to do, which if you're doing A-levels, I'm sure you will do, it can get quite overwhelming. The pressure can easily mount up if you just leave all the work to the side and just stare at it and don't do much with it, so make sure you do use your freeze. Setting a goal for yourself can be really important because you've got something to focus on. Doesn't matter how big or little the goal is, just make sure you know that by the end of this free period, I want to get that task done. If you do that, you'll also feel like you've accomplished something at the end. It's a really good feeling when you've set yourself a task and you can tick it off your to-do list. So setting a goal for yourself is very, very important so that you can go in, you're focused, you're motivated, and you know where you want to be at the end of your study session. My last tip in this video is tip number 6, and it's to get snacks, get food, get drinks. You want to be hydrated and you want not to be hungry while you're studying. You want to utilise as much of that time as possible. So you don't want to be going out to the canteen halfway through your revision. So make sure you've got drinks, snacks, food, water, everything like that before you go in. Because also you can treat yourself. If you've got some sweets or some cakes or something, every time you do a question, you can have 2 sweets. That's all I've got for today's video. I really, really do hope it was useful and that the advice I gave out you found helpful. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. It really, really does help me out. You can also follow me over on my social media to stay updated. And also, if you have subscribed, make sure to push the notification bell as well, because that means every time I upload, you will get notified. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and I will see you very, very soon with a brand new video. Bye! And you just want to say, "Shut up."